Hello, 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 gorgeous, beautiful, divine, intuitive. It's Tiffany here with day 2 of Be Your Own High Priestess. So today I'm going to give you an overview of the journey that you embarked on yesterday. I'm going to do it a little bit more of a... This is my cat. What do they say about live TV and animals? Yes, welcome to Minerva. Minerva, you're going to say hello. I can't pick her up because she's a bit attacky. She's 9 months old and she's actually liking the string on the wire, should I say, on my headphones right now. But it is the day of the Empress, which is the mother. So, yeah, I'm not surprised that she's showing up right now. You want to say hello? Hello, beautiful. Okay, so let's get going. Do I have your blessing? So I'm going to share with you how to do this journey. And if you haven't started yet, that's okay as well. You can absolutely still start from yesterday. Hi, Julia. Good to see you here. So yeah, like you can still start on the High Priestess today. That's absolutely fine. Any later than that, jump in with where you're at, okay? And trust the divine timing of all of it. Hey, Anne, good to see you here. Okay, so I wanted to show you visually the story, the journey that we are doing, so you get it, right? Because that's the power of the tarot and the power of pictures in general. They are, particularly the tarot, the divine made tangible. And that's why journeying like this means you can really feel the divine. I'm wondering if any of you are feeling an uptake on the connection, your connection to the divine femme since yesterday. Let me know in the comments if you are. You might be there going, I'm not sure, but as we go through this live, you may be like, highlight, aha, light bulb, ding, 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 ding. So yesterday, if you've done yesterday, and if you haven't done yesterday, that's fine, do yesterday today, was your seed, okay? That's what the High Priestess is. She is your seed. So whatever was your seed yesterday is the seed of the journey. I'm going to take you through the journey in the Rider-Waite, okay? Because this is typical. I mean, it's not eye candy, but there's a reason why the Rider-Waite is the #1 tarot deck of all time, and it's not because it's eye candy, it's because what's inside that counts. And if I told you all of these, we'd be here all day. So I'm just going to give you a whistle-stop tour, as Fingal said the other day, which still was 50 minutes, but no, this is going to be whistle stop. So this was your day yesterday. Whatever card you were on, I asked you to choose the picture that you resonate with. That's the most important thing with this journey, because the picture is about what you want to embody, what you want to manifest, okay? So we're looking at that. We're not in a place of like staying stuck to a deck, particularly if you don't resonate with the card. It's not something you want to embody or not something that you want to manifest, okay? So give yourself permission to choose the image every day that vibes with you, that goes, yes, that's what I feel wants to come through today. This is what I feel. This is where it's at for me. This is where my journey is. But as a little lesson, we're starting with the High Priestess because she is the seed, okay? She was Persephone that was taken down to the underworld by Hades, all right? She was the daughter of Demeter, the Empress, and that's who we are journeying with today. Empress wasn't very happy about that. And she was like, Hades, give me my daughter back. Otherwise, I'm going to end the world and there will be no underworld. So Hades, who's death in the tarot, or Pluto in astrology, was shaking in his boots and went down to collect Persephone. But she'd eaten a seed, the pomegranates, and that had seeded her into the underworld. So she couldn't come completely above ground. So they struck a bargain that she would go down at autumn in the Northern Hemisphere. This is the time of like Persephone's descent into the darkness, right? And then come up at spring. So she is the seed. She is the seed that grows in the darkness. This is why she is so powerful eventually. Part of it is having to be taken away from the codependency of the mother, the shelteredness, to actually go into her own darkness and realize that it's there that she finds her richness and her gifts and her all-seeing ability. So yesterday, that was the beginning of your journey. You went down to find your seed, or if you haven't done the High Priestess today, that's today, okay? Today, we are on, or tomorrow, if you haven't done your High Priestess yet, we are on the Empress, okay? Which is the pomegranates that are behind the High Priestess are now on the gown of the Empress. So this shows that the potential seed is rising. This is the call of the divine femme that I've been like so like, this is what we're doing this week because I've been told. The divine femme, it's her time. It's powerful, really, really powerful. So this is the journey we're doing, right? And it's about coming out of hiding. And I saw yesterday, I'll come to your comments at the end. Thank you. I'm seeing them all come in. It's really lovely to see you here. I saw yesterday, you know, when I said, it's so fantastic to see all the High Priestess cards that you're choosing, that you've looked and you've chosen the one that's right for you. Why are you posting it on a thread? Why is it staying half hidden? It's the High Priestess in itself, right? It was totally right for you to start the journey that way. But it was my call to you to say, look, you're half hiding. What's that about? The divine femme is asking you to rise. It's asking you to be seen in all of your glory, right? That's the only way that the reason for your purpose can really come through and be born on this earth. And then it's great to see today with the beginning of the Empress that you're all now posting your cards for the day in a separate post, and you're saying, this is the card I've chosen and it's because I want to embody this. That is bloody fantastic. Fantastic. The more that everyone does that, it's a collective labor of love. It's a collective energy pulsating together. I so wish I had a drum. I don't do drumming, but I've been feeling this call today of the Empress so strongly that I rang my husband at work and said, do you have a drum? And he said, no, I don't have a drum. And I said, really? I thought you had a drum. And he said, oh, I gave the drum away to a musician, Tiffany, and I'm not going to ask for it back. It's very random, you ringing me at work, asking if I have a drum. I want to know why, but not whilst I'm at work. See you later. But it's this. I've woken up this morning and I felt this collective pulsating energy of, I need to drum. I tell you, if he'd have said yes, I'd have been here drumming. So it's probably good that he said no, because I don't know how that would have gone down for you. Seeming I've never drummed, really. I was in a drumming circle for a little while, but it hurt my hands. So precious. Anyway, so yeah, can you feel it? It's like every post you put in the group is one of those drums. It's one of those collective pulsating contractions of birthing the divine femme, right? So that's where we're at today. We're at this place of drumming that creation up from the invisible, up to be born, up to be birthed. Now, if you don't know what your seed is from yesterday, then have you written your post out? Yes. If you've journeyed with the High Priestess and you don't know what the seed is, I would say you haven't written enough, okay? The real magic in this journey, it's a 3-step thing. Choose the card, have it in front of you somewhere as a visual thing. Ask the 3 questions. who, what, and how is this showing up in my life today? And then number 3, you just write your day like you would a diary. Forget about the questions when you're doing that. And just the more you let it all hang out, the better. Then go back, look over and be like, who, what, where, how is this showing up in my life? How am I being like the Empress? How am I being like the High Priestess? How, for yesterday, for instance, who showed up and how and what is happening? It's the same questions. It's the same 3-step principle every day. So tomorrow, this is the real rising with strength. It's like rebirth, being reborn, right? So that's tomorrow. And then we're going to journey on to the star. Now, I was thinking, why these cards? Because this was a complete download, you know, it was just very clearly, I was told to use these cards. And it was only when I put them out for your journey, the final card being the world, right now with pictures, that I totally got it. It was like, okay, because the way that the star fits in with this is that she is the Egyptian goddess Nut, and she got it on with her brother, Geb, the earth god. And her granddad wasn't very happy about that. He was Ra. So they got the wrath of Ra, and he forbid them to see each other in what was then the 360-day year. And basically Thoth, who's the magician, who's the ibis bird here, came along and said, don't worry, Nut, I'm going to make another 5 days in the year for you to get it on with Geb. And then she gave birth to Nefertisis. Give birth, Empress is pregnant. Nefertisis, Isis, Horus, Set, and Anubis. So the 5 big Egyptian gods, right? And then her purpose was done, like the birth. This is like the embryo, the birth of divinity in the world. You were the one that was born against 400 trillion other sperms, or whatever they say the odds are. They say the odds, and I'm like, does that mean the sperm? Like you were the sperm that made it to the egg out of 400 trillion others? Is that how they got these odds? I don't know, but apparently the truth is that you were the one that was born out of 400 trillion other swimmers, souls, however you want to call us, right? And there's a reason. There's a reason for that. And the divine femme is the heartbeat of creation. It's the will of the divine. And the will of the divine comes through you. Whatever you desire is what the divine wants. So this is the journey you're doing. Does it make sense? I hope so. And the way that you do it, you choose the card that resonates with you for the day, number 1. All right? You have that in your visual, and then that works as a reminder that you're on the card for the day, and you ask the questions, who, what, how is this playing out in my life? Write it at the end of the day, what happened in your day. Post it in the group. Be part of that collective heartbeat to rise the divine femme up. Yes, as you do, you will rise up. Yes, it's your divinity. I'm a little bit passionate today. So there we go. That's how you do it. And if you need a little helping hand to do it, you, I think I've got it in the post, but just to let you know, this is the link right here for your little book of all knowingness that will help you with this structure that I'm talking about. And we have 5 moderators now as well. Nancy has joined the team. So I think you'll give a round of applause to Leslie and Jackie and Katie and Juliet and Joe, who've been helping you start off in the right way. If you want my help, I'm going to help you right now, by the way. So do ask and do comment and do share. If you want my help, this is the place to get it, because I'm in the middle of rebranding Manifest a Miracle a Month Mastermind and helping them through the changes there. I'm also at the end of doing the Activate Your Authenticity activation with a group. And so obviously I'm committed elsewhere to paying clients. However, I want to serve you as much as I can, and I want to serve the divine as much as I can. So the way that I've made this come through is to actually say, okay, guys, let's do this as a collective. Are you feeling the collective heartbeat? I can show up for you on midday UK, and you can, and I've you know, basically got structure for you with the moderators are the lovely ladies that are actually about to graduate from what was the Transformational Truth of Tarot and is being rebirthed as Manifest a Miracle a Month Mastermind. So they are really qualified. They've walked this journey since April, every single day within a very deep held, small but deep group. It is my biggest group in terms of like the depth, if that makes sense. So that's why they've got moderator badges. They are very qualified, shall we say, to help hold you, and I've put that in place for you. Absolutely share with each other, comment with each other, build the connections. The more that you do, the more that you build this connection with each other and become that collective rebirth, the better this is all going to be for all of us. Okay, so have beautiful divine fun connecting with the magic. Let's have a look and see, are there any questions? There's lots of you saying hello to each other, which is lovely to see. Beth is saying she's feeling more grounded and contented. Nurture my seed with play. Absolutely. Big time play and outdoors if you can. It's sunny here. I hope it's sunny where you are. We are in lockdown in the UK. I think the whole world is going through this ripple of lockdown again, but get out whilst you can, when it's sunny. Absolutely. Get some nature going on. You might see I've been dressed up in green today because of the Empress as well. So feel the call and allow her to come through and celebrate her. Good food, good company, goodness, richness. Yes. Okay. All right. Headphones sound great, by the way. Thank you, Richard. He's known my pain with headphones. But, you know, it doesn't look great, does it? I kind of feel like the Empress in the call centre. It just doesn't go. But I want my gold ones back. Apparently, they're going to send me another set. So anyway, that's it. Okay, if you need some like help to anchor in the points of how to do the journey, go to this link and you can download the little book of All Knowingness, which will help you anchor it in. But basically, choose the Empress that you resonate with. Have her there with you. Ask the 3 questions. Who's showing up in my life today that reminds me of the Empress? Any Tauruses? Any number 3s? Because she's number 3. Those are also little clues, but you don't need to know anything about the tarot. Let go of that. Your picture says 1,000 words, as I've shown you with the story, right? What is happening in my life that is going on that reminds me of this card? How am I being like it? In the evening, just write your diary, then go back and you can apply those questions. This book will help you do that, okay? You might even notice that the Empress or the card of the next day comes in the evening before. That might happen. So stay awake to see if you can work out when the next change is. So tomorrow we are going to be on the Strength card. So if you want to test yourself a little bit more, just see if you can notice when the Strength card comes in. Last night, the Empress came in for me when my husband gave me some flowers. He doesn't do chopped flowers because that's sacrilege to Mother Earth, right? And then, so this was, even though it's on paper, right, which is a cut down tree, but never mind. And then, and then we watched My Octopus Teacher. He'd been wanting to watch it for ages, and I was like, no. We've watched half of it. It's amazing, by the way. Can't wait to watch the other half now. What I was resisting, I don't know. divine timing, I think, because Katie posted up that she's chosen Carly as her Empress, which has all these arms, and she said something about an octopus. And I said, oh, maybe this is my card for the day, because also I watched My Octopus Teacher last night, and she went, oh my God, that live, that it's not a live, Netflix, that's the one, rocked my world a few weeks ago. Synchronicities. This is what happens when you share, you show up and you connect, right? And it was only then when I came down there and saw the flowers, I was like, oh, the Empress came in last night. So there you go. There's another little food for thought for you. Beth saying wearing emerald green, interesting, has really got the strong nudge to do that out of the blue. Absolutely, me too. Although it's been magenta for days, but today it's been green. Absolutely, go with it, go with it, go with it. Listen to all the beautiful divine ways that you are being nudged, and honor them, and show up and share and watch yourself rise. Lots of love. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye. Same time.